Hey guys, Wild Willie. I had a heated debate last night with some people online about bug out bags and getting home bags and how they're the same thing. Well, Jesus Christ, they're not. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't have the luxury, neither do most of us have the luxury of having a bag full of wilderness supplies where we can jump out our back door and disappear into the wilds and never be seen again and live off the land. Life would be good if it was that simple because I would have a heyday doing it. I grew up doing that. But the reality is, I live in an urban area. Reality is, I have a family, and bugging out into the wilds with a 4-year-old and a wife that isn't used to it isn't going to happen. So I have a get home bag, not a bug out bag. A get home bag is something I have out in hypothetical dangerous situations or potentially dangerous situations that helps me get from point A to point B, whether it helps me get home, whether it helps me reach a loved one, whatever the situation is. That's what a get home bag is. There's a big difference than bugging out and getting home. I want to bug in, I don't want to bug out anyways. So I'm going to go over really quick what's in my get home bag, and I'll tell you why. You don't need a lot, you just got to keep it simple. Okay, a knife. Simple Mora knife. Got the ferrocerium rod built inside there, light my fire. If I'm in a shift situation, I'm trying to get home, chances are if it's really bad, I'm not going to be lighting a fire anyways. I just want to maybe hunker down and stay out of sight. But regardless, a knife has multiple uses. You can never go wrong with having a knife in a urban or rural situation. Water. Water, guys, ready to drink, whether you have these packages, whether you have bottled water, it doesn't matter. Have water ready to drink with you. Doesn't have to be a lot. This is, 500 mils of water or 600 mils of water. That's all you need to get a start. These packages can be reused, folded over, and you can fill them up full of water again if you had to. But ready to drink water is good in case you don't have any on hand. On that note, Life Straw. I carry a Life Straw with me. Why? It filters up to 1,000 liters of water, keeps your stuff clean. So if you're coming across creeks and puddles as you're traveling from point A to point B, you might be in your vehicle, you might be okay, but you also might have to walk. And if you have to stop on the side of the road or stop somewhere and you need fresh water to drink, this will help you. A flashlight, guys. This one is no batteries required. It's the one with the magnet in it, but it's a double coil. If you can get your hands on the double coil one by Garrison, fantastic light. Absolutely, 5 minutes of shaking gives you 20 minutes of light. 2 levels of brightness. These are absolutely incredible. They beat the hell out of those crank lights any day. All you got to do is shake it for a minute and it charges. If I am on foot and I have to get from point A to point B and I'm not going to do it all in one stretch, emergency bivy. You can get the Escape bivy, emergency bivy. This one basically is the cheaper version. This will keep the elements off you, the rain, the wind. It might not keep you the warmest you've ever been in certain times of year, but it will keep you dry and it will keep the wind from howling on you. This might make the difference between staying alive or not staying alive and getting hypothermia or not. And believe it or not, even though it's made for a single person, me and my son can both climb in there. It's not the most comfortable thing, but it'll work. The last thing I carry, guys, is the Henry AR-7 semi-automatic rifle. I'm not going to put it all together. You guys can watch videos on how it shoots and assembly. Basically, why I chose the AR-7, guys, you can see the whole gun. For those of you who don't know, the receiver's in here, the barrel's in here, 2 magazines are in here. It's all stored inside here. I just keep it taped because I want mine absolutely watertight. It is water resistant. It will float like this, but eventually water will get in. I like the yellow tape so I can see it, and I like the yellow tape on there because there's a little washer that rattles when I walk if you don't. But long story short, guys, I like this gun for the simple fact that, it weighs under 5 pounds. It's nothing to carry. The overall length of the gun is only like 35 inches, and potentially you've got 2 8-round magazines. Plus, if you had a third in the receiver, you have potentially 24 rounds ready to go. And to take this apart and put it together is under 30 seconds with your eyes closed. You can do this in the pitch black if you're familiar with the firearm. It's that easy to use. It's easy to clean. No tools needed to put it together. No tools needed to take it apart. No tools needed to clean it, to take out the pin to clean it. Very simple to do, guys. That's why I prefer this firearm. It's a 22 long round, and it's just like I said. Everyone knows how I feel about 22s being a good prepping gun or a good bush gun. Anyways, these are the things, guys, that I carry in my kit. The only thing missing is maybe those little squirt containers of electrolyte juices or something, like where you can make your own Gatorade or Kool-Aid or whatever, and maybe a granola bar. But other than that, guys, this is it. This is all I need to get to point A to point B. I'm good for a couple days on the go if I'm walking, or if I have to walk, or if I have to drive through some bad areas or whatever. This will help me and my family stay safe until we got to get to where we got to get to. This is all you need. Getting home is different than bugging out. Anyways, guys, I got to get trucking. Remember, it's not a question if this shit's going to hit the fan. It's a question of when. So always be prepared.